Hello, Jaguars, and welcome to the 2020-2021 school year. My name is Steve Katz. I'm an assistant principal here at Athens, and it is my pleasure to welcome our newest Jaguars to Athens Drive Magnet High School. We are fired up and excited to have you all join our family, and I know 2020 has been an eventful year, and we are excited to make the academic year a year of growth and excellence, and having you all join the great tradition of excellence at Athens Drive Magnet High School that stretches all the way back to 1978. I will be introducing our administrative team. We have our principal, Mr. Stephen Mayers. This is me without the beard. This is Steve Katz, and we divide our students that we work with by alpha. So if your last name begins with the letters A through DI, it'll be my pleasure to be working with you for 4 years as we get to graduation in 2024. Next, we have Dante Coates. He is, if your last name falls between D-O and L-A, it'll be your honor and pleasure to work with Mr. Coates for the next 4 years. Next, we have Mr. Charlie Morgan. If your last name falls between L-E and R-I, you'll be working with Mr. Morgan for the next 4 years. And then we have Miss Andrea Johnson. If your last name falls between R-O and Z, you will have the great honor and pleasure to be working with Miss Johnson for the next 4 years. And then we have Miss Pat Abel. Miss Abel works with all of our students, so every one of you gets the great honor and pleasure to work with Miss Abel through your 4 years. Now I'm going to turn it over to Miss Johnson, and she's going to speak to you about attendance and this year's bell schedules.
Hi, everyone. We are so happy to have you with us to start this new school year. So just to talk to you a little bit about attendance, student engagement, and communication for this very interesting school year that we are about to begin and are really excited about. Attendance will be taken each and every class period, each day, and tracked in Power School. And that's something that we really want you all to know, that is so important for you to stay engaged and prepared, especially since we are beginning our year in remote learning. And so you will need to make sure in advance that you are aware of when your class meets, how you will access your Google Meet, and how you are assessing your Google Meet class on time. If you want to make sure that you are being an active participant, you want to try and make sure that you are creating a space within your home or wherever it may be that you are accessing your class that is quiet and is away from distractions so that you can participate in an engaging manner. And you also want to be sure that there's communication between you and your teachers. I mean, communication is going to be so very important this year. And we all know that we have things that come up even in a normal setting where you may not be able to attend class. And so if that happens, you want to make sure that you are communicating with your teacher if you can't be there or if you can't access the Google Meet. However, you can complete work for that day for attendance. And so communication is key with your teachers. Now I want to talk to you a little bit about the bell schedule. August 17th through August 21st, students are going to begin class at 7:45 in our virtual class. And this is for all of our students, whether it's Plan B transition students or virtual academy students. We'll be starting class at 7:45. The day will end at 11:35 this first week. And then we have some special days set up August 19th through the 21st, where teachers are going to be meeting with you all in some small groups. And so your teacher will reach out to you and be giving more information about that. But this is what your daily schedule is going to look like for that first week of school. We are also excited to have an opportunity in the afternoon for students to complete a required Canvas course, just as an orientation to the start of this new school year. This next bell schedule is a little bit different. This is going to begin August 24th. And as you can see with this schedule, class is going to start at 8 o'clock, first period, and then school will end at 2 o'clock. And then we also have student hours. That's the opportunity for teachers to be able to reach out to you, for you to go to your teachers if you need extra help. Your teacher is going to communicate with you their hours and what time you can come in to access their class. So every teacher in our school is going to have student hours where you can get some extra help and support that you may need so that you can be successful in that class. Okay? So now I'm going to turn things over to Mr. Coates. Thank you.
Greetings, Jaguars. Very, very excited to have you here with us this year. I know it's going to be a strange year, but we're going to get through this together. So what I want to talk to you about is digital citizenship and conduct, essentially how you are to govern yourself when in class. Okay, let's talk first about dress code. Students must wear school-appropriate attire, whether we're in person or virtual, which means there are no bandanas being shown, no gang illustrations or depictions, no drug illustrations, no see-through garments or anything like that. So just like I said, school-appropriate attire. The next thing we're going to talk about is cyberbullying. Wake County Public School System does not allow any type of bullying or harassment, whether it be virtual or whether it be in person for when we come back to school. So these behaviors or patterns or gestures can be written, electronic, or verbal communications of any physical act or threatening communication. So we're talking about chat rooms or anything like that. So please refrain from doing so. And at the end, we're going to talk about student behaviors. Students must show, okay? Students must show respect for themselves, their instructors, and their fellow peers by following all school and classroom rules and procedures. Okay, like I said, very, very excited to have you here at Athens. If you have any questions for us or any concerns, feel free to find one of your administrators or one of your counselors. Now, I want to pass it on to Mr. Morgan.
How's everybody doing? Welcome to Athens Drive, and I know I'm looking forward to being able to meet everybody, whether it's in a virtual setting or once we get back in the building, hopefully at some point this year. I'm here to discuss clubs. So clubs are going to be held in a virtual setting for the first semester. Clubs will have the option to meet during both student hours, during lunch, and after school hours. Now, you can find a list of our clubs if you go to our Athens Drive Magnet High School website, and you can find this list if you go to the tab Activities, and then you go down and click on the clubs icon. Joining a club is a great way to meet other students who have similar interests as you, and it's just a great way to get involved at the drive, and it'll help everybody get acclimated, especially our incoming freshmen, in a streamlined manner. We have a wide variety of clubs that meets a lot of students' interests. Some of our club examples are the Best Buddies Club, the Muslim Student Association, Harry Potter Club, Black Student Union, Tutoring Club, Yoga Club, and much more. Now, specifically with our tutoring club, this is going to be another way for students who are achieving in certain classes. It's going to give them an opportunity to help out some students who are struggling, again, during those student hours and during lunch. So the tutoring club is something that we really do want to harp on and grow this year, and give you all every opportunity possible to succeed. So now I'm going to turn things over to Mr. Katz to wrap it up.
Jaguars, we know that you have a lot of questions. You probably have a lot of feelings and emotions that you're going through as we get ready to start this very interesting new year that we're getting ready to go into. But don't worry. We're going to, as Mr. Coates said, We're going to learn all this and we're going to take care of this thing together. The one thing, you've met your admin team that's here to help support you, but you will learn very quickly about how many people are here to help you and support you and challenge you, and we'll get you through this year and all the way to 2024 at achieving all your goals and all your goals and aspirations. You have teachers, students, counselors, coaches, and we just can't wait for you to join us here, as Mr. Morgan said, virtually, and then hopefully soon in person. We have a lot of challenges in front of us, but we know that with your enthusiasm and your effort and your great spirit that you will rise and we will meet these challenges together. And the 2020-2021 school year will be our finest hour. And as we strive together to make 2020-2021 another great year of teaching and learning at Athens Drive Magnet High School. Thank you all, and we will see you soon.